What's up guys, back here again for another video. Only this time I'm not coming at you direct from Thailand, I'm coming at you from my office in Ireland. Okay guys, so I'm not in Thailand anymore, I'm in Ireland. I'm just here on a visit. I've come over here for a few weeks and I'll be back in Thailand in September. You may be viewing this video after then. I may even publish this video after then. But anyway, I just had a comment come through on one of my videos and I thought I would still put a video out just answering this question. I was going to leave a reply to the comment like I do with most questions that come in, but I thought I could elaborate on this a little bit further and it's a little bit more interesting, so why not make a video? Okay, so this guy said, he sees many vloggers and people talking on YouTube in Thailand saying, come here to bootstrap and build your business. You'll succeed if you immerse yourself with other online nomads. He says, that sounds good, but unrealistic. Issues like culture shock, climate shock, language barrier, and loneliness people face as online workers are never mentioned. So I just want to, what would you say that people would be better off by building online income streams and clientele before they arrive or when they arrive in Thailand? So it's a tough question because it kind of depends on the person. So there's a lot of things you mentioned there and I'll try and tackle them like one by one. As far as immersing yourself in the online nomad scene, although I promote it, I'm not a huge advocate necessarily of it. I don't necessarily think it's, I don't think the online nomad scene will help you any more to grow your business than it will working back home. I think more the environment will help you. And in brief, my answer to his question would be yes, you absolutely should come to Thailand to build your business rather than building it at home first. The nomad scene and the co-working environment can sometimes actually be distracting. So a lot of people come to Thailand and they join the co-working spaces and stuff, and it's actually more like a social club. They all distract one another and actually not a lot gets done. That's not necessarily the case for everybody, but it does happen a lot. So if you're really social and you like to socialize with lots and lots of people, but at the same time you actually want to build a business, well, you need to dedicate time to build a business. So the co-working spaces might not be for you. In that case, you might be better at home isolating yourself or isolating yourself when you get here by not joining co-working spaces, because you have to be really, focused. He talks about culture shock, climate shock. As far as culture, if you've never been to Thailand before, I would recommend you come on a holiday. If you can. I mean, if you're going to be coming for a year or 2 years, you probably saved up some money anyway, even if you're coming for 6 months. So come on a holiday and experience the country as a tourist first. Even if you're going to come and stay without holidaying, just come and spend the first 3 or 4 weeks being a tourist, go around, see the sights and scenes, but then recognize that after those 3 or 4 weeks, you need to knuckle down, obviously. 90% of people that come don't do that. 90% of people say, I'm going to go and I'm going to be a digital nomad and I'm going to make a business and it's going to be amazing. And then what they do is they come, they join the co-working spaces and they meet other like-minded people that have said the same thing. However, they all love the holidaying, right? So their 6 months bootstrapping actually turns into a 6-month holiday and they don't really have a business at the end of it. In fact, they probably haven't done much at all, but drink and party and all that sort of stuff. So it can be a distraction. But like I just said, I would most definitely do it because the low cost of living, the convenience in Thailand, all of these things you won't get at home. So as long as you have the willpower to not go out and party all the time and to be led astray by others, then it's perfect and it's much better. Okay, that's the whole reason for you coming here. It has advantages that you don't have back at home. you can, for example, he's talking about building streams of income and clientele. If you're trying to build a clientele in a freelancing business, you might struggle back at home because you've got large overheads. You know, you have to price high on work. If you're pricing high on work, you don't get as much work. Sometimes if you're entering into a new marketplace and you want to build clientele from scratch, being able to price low on jobs and then incrementally increase those clients, what those clients pay you, is a huge advantage. So your cost of living is lower. You can do that in Thailand. You might not be able to do that if you live in New York. You can only charge high prices all the time. And that makes it much harder to get clients on board initially, which there's less relationships to build upon. Okay, I won't get into too much detail there, but the cost of living is massive for all sorts of businesses. Okay, if you're bootstrapping, you don't have any income as well. Like, you know, you can survive with no income, just living off your savings for a period of time, depending on how much you've saved. As far as loneliness, I wouldn't know. I've never really worked in for long periods of time in a office environment. I've always freelanced. I've always hustled, basically. So my attitude on that is like, you know, if you're serious about what you're doing, that's not really a consideration. You should want time in isolation because that's what you need in order to get work done. Okay, if you're talking to people, that doesn't happen. Language barrier. There isn't one really, especially if you come to Chiang Mai or any major city in Thailand, you can get by day to day just speaking English. Okay, so you don't need to learn Thai to live in Thailand. So I hope that answers the question. To summarise, yes, I would come here to bootstrap. Immersing yourself in the nomad culture, hit and miss depending on your personality. But the advantages far outweigh the advantages of not coming here. Just come here, have some strong willpower, actually know what you want to do and realise that those around you aren't going to necessarily help you accomplish what you want to do. You have to do it on your own, just like you'd have to do it back at home. But take advantage of the low cost of living, the convenience, the fast Wi-Fi, everything that comes along with Thailand. So make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't done already. And if you have any other questions, put them in the comments below. Maybe I'll make a video response, or maybe I can just respond to you in a comment if it's short. And until next time, I'll speak to you soon. Peace.